What's going on? What's going on? I am rhythmless tonight. I don't know why. What's going on? I'm rhythmless. I don't know. Hi, and welcome to Ask Shakie. This is the April 5th edition of Ask Shakie, one of my favorite nights to share with y'all. We have been doing this a while, and we finally got it to where we like it to be. This is Ask Shakie. The number to dial is 863-400-2SIP. That's 863-400-2747. You already know I am your host with the most, MC Shakie, MC Shakie Live. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at MC Shakie Live. Follow me on Twitter at MC Shakie Live. That's SHAKIE. It's not Mac Shakie. It's not Mick Shakie. It's not Mac Shakie. It's MC Shakie because I am a host. I'm your host with the most. This is Ask Shakie. You call in, ask your advice, ask your whatever you want to ask. You don't like me? This is the time to tell me to my face if you want to tell me. While we wait for our first few callers, we're gonna say this. Make sure you go to sipcosmetics.net. We have do I have a bottle? Hold on. I do. I just gotta get it. All right. So this this live is sponsored by Sip Cosmetics. We're introducing our new line. This is Bay Hazel. This is the all natural. Am I focused? Okay, there you go. This is the all-natural version of our world famous Bee Hazel. It's called Bay Hazel. It's the alcohol-free version. Make sure you go ahead and get you a bottle. It is on pre-order. You get pre-order pricing. The prices will go up, and your orders will ship on the 14th. This is Bay Hazel. We also have Bro Hazel now available, as well as some skin nourishing body wash called Body Tea that I am in love with. It's so awesome. So, this is called Ask Shakie. This is not a tea segment or any type of thing where it's literally tea. You call in, you can ask me whatever you feel like asking me. Tell me what you feel like telling me, getting off your chest, whatever y'all want to. It's Ask Shakie and it's live. So please, at any given time, y'all can call in and we will take those callers. Also, do not so the Bay Hazel is available again on sipcosmetics.net. Do not forget tomorrow is business class at 11. I don't have one about it tonight because the green screen. No, Bay Hazel is not for men. Technically, I have Bro Hazel for men, but you could have called in to ask that question. My bionic, for some reason, is a blue screen. So I turn on the green side, which this is invisible. If I turn on the blue side, it's certainly invisible. And so it just didn't make any sense. So I was like, whatever. I didn't want to do it. Also, my mug came, the green mug. I don't know what's going on with this green screen because it's blue screen now. I don't know if I can see it. I'm going to see if I can focus. The green mug has come in. It is very cute. It has me on the other side. I don't know if you can really see. I love it. I'm sipping a little water tonight. No problem, Belladonna. So yeah, mine came in Friday, so y'all should come in real soon. So Bay Hazel is just basically Bee Hazel without any alcohol at root. You already know that's what it is. It's not that serious. It's not that hard. So this is your chance to tell me what. Get anything off your chest about me. Ask me anything, advice. I'm really, really good listener sometimes, as people can tell. And looks like we have a caller coming in that the thing is screening from. Oh, caller hung up. I could call him back though. 870. I have no idea where that area code is. So, yes. So if you did place an order, your order isn't right. We are still shipping until our manufacturer tells us otherwise. They have been kind of affected by whatever's going on. And the reason they have been affected is because they have only half of the. Yeah, I am selling hair dye, but the only place I can get it. Somebody said you should sell hair dye. Jason's mommy, you must be a new sipper. We talked about this a couple of times already. And look, I'm looking at the comments, but I'm really supposed to turn the comments off because the whole point of this is for y'all to call in. So if you think I should share hair dye, don't type the comment. Call me and tell me that you think I should sell hair dye. And I can tell you exactly what's the issue with the hair dye today. This is a call-in show. It's not a look at the comments show. This is a call-in show. So you can call and ask me, tell me what's on your mind, get it off your mind. I don't. Whoever dislike this. I have some people that's haters that come and just dislike everything on purpose. I appreciate them. Little do they know that on YouTube, what happens is they actually count every engagement as something. In fact, some people have assumed that the dislike button is more powerful than the like button because they're saying that it shows that people are really paying attention and getting into it, in reverse to just coming and liking something because of who you are. So if they're showing the pressing the dislike button, that's showing they're probably paying more attention to what it is you're talking about. So as a matter of fact, go ahead and hit the dislike button. And so that, as far as the YouTube algorithm goes, it's not like the Instagram algorithm that pays most attention to what it is. Like, as far as, I've been drinking, so I won't call in, but I love you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so if you disliked it, it's actually helping me more than a like, to be honest with you. It actually shows that you're paying more, you're engaging more. So dislike button, the thumbs down button has more weight on YouTube than the dislike button. If a lot of people dislike something, it doesn't mean it goes down in the rankings. That means you're probably talking about, well, I won't like no more. I'm going to dislike now. And that's fine. Either or, it counts on YouTube as engagement. So, like I said, the calling number is 863-400-2SIP or 863-400-2747. Y'all can call in and ask me anything that you want. As far as, you can even ask me about tea or something. I wish I would hit that like button. I do too. So, I like it. It is what it is. What's going on with y'all then? So since we have a, what it is, this is like, watch everybody calling at one time. That's going to be so crazy. You want me to like or dislike? Whatever you feel, sweetheart. If you like it, press like. If you don't, hit the dislike button. It doesn't, likes are important. Dislike it is. But I do wish y'all like, subscribe, and share. I really do. Thank you. I mean, I know what it is. I don't ever trip on nothing. I don't ever trip on whatever it is. Like, dislike, share, just do something. And I appreciate that. So while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and talk about, we want you to be smart. Well, I'm sure. Well, So while we're waiting, I'll just tell y'all about my weekend. So this Saturday, I had my son. He's actually going back. He's not going back, but in the morning, I'm gonna actually bring him back to his home. So I'll be traveling in the morning. I should be back for the 11 o'clock show. I might be just running just a little late, depending on how it is. But I will say the 11 o'clock business school. But I will say this. Shout out to the school systems, because they still got to do schoolwork. Like, they really have, like, they could do it. There's the app. So at their school system, they have this app or whatever, and the app is like, they really go to their classes and stuff online. And like, if they don't have a phone, they're going to give them a tablet that can do it. If they don't have internet at their house, there was like my baby mama was telling me, like a Cox will come and put $10, like for $10. They give you internet, high speed internet, gigablast for $10. If you don't have it, they're coming hook it up to your. They're coming hook it up. If you're getting through the school system, they're coming hook it up to your situation. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, they really doing it. So shout out to the school systems that's doing it for the kids. I really appreciate that. That is something good. I'm a fan of that. And I mean, even in the time when they're figuring out a way so the kids can still get some type of schoolwork while they're in this thing. And so shout out to that. I am so. Mama goes to Zern to do her assignments. I have no idea what Zern is. Yeah, it is awesome. That is. I was so, yes, they have internet for low for the family. Like, if you don't have internet, they really come and hook you up for $10. Like, you have no excuse. If you get it through the school, they call Cox and say, listen, go get them internet. You pay $10 and bam. So I just really thought that was awesome. I liked it. I was very excited about that. I was like, oh my God. They said Corona Academy. I am weak, girl. Not the Corona Academy. Well, I'll be day. So yes, let's take a moment to applaud the schools and the teachers. It was awesome. I'm very excited about that. And so, like I said, don't forget, tomorrow we're going to have the business school. So if you're not, you got to get into that. Go look at the other videos. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about stocks, awesome things. So it's going to be like, if you didn't know about it, we're going to learn tomorrow. I wonder how much this is going to go back to the previous ways after we get back to outside. Girl, ain't no. Hold up. I'm not even. See, because y'all get me to talk. No, I'm not answering no comments. It's a call-in show. It is a call-in show. This is the first time. This is the first time y'all ever been this shy. I'm not even reading the comments. No, I'm going to turn the comments up, so I will not see the comments. In order for me to see something or answer something, you have to call in. It is what it is. I don't see the no comments at press time. I don't see no comments. I'm not looking at the comments. If you want y'all get me to talk, no, you don't. That's cheating. That's not how we do this. That ain't how we do this. We're not finna just be talking in there. I don't have the comments on. I don't see that comment. We're not about to do that. Y'all tripping. You're not finna talk about nothing. If you want to know that from me, or you want to talk about it or get it off your chest, you feel. I really wish I could turn the comments off where y'all can't comment to each other either. Now that would be a hot show. Is there a way I can do that? Settings. Let me see. Oh, okay, we have a caller. Hold on one second. How you doing, Josie? What's going on? You're on the line with MC Shakie.
Hey, Shakie.
Hey, baby, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, I'm calling because I think it was Follower Alert I was looking at, and they have like this video. It's like 12 minutes long of a prisoner in prison with all the prisoners with the coronavirus. Like, he's videotaping everything.
He was a prisoner in prison, and he had like basically a legal cell phone, and he was showing what was going on.
Yeah, he had a legal cell phone. It's on Baller Alert on Instagram, and when I tell you it brought tears to my eyes, I was crying. It's really sad. They were stacking the bodies in a tent on the basketball goal.
I did see that. I saw the video and it was very horrific. It's a topic that I was probably going to talk about on the Hot 99, but we could talk about it now. It is very sad, and I believe strongly that is going on in those prisons. Some of the stuff I seen while I was in prison, just really, the links that they wouldn't go through just to get over something, especially when they're short-staffed, especially when they have an issue going on that they don't understand, that the public don't understand. I did see that. I didn't get a chance to watch it all the way through, but what I did was download it to make sure I could go back and watch it later, because like I said, it was with my son. But I did see that, and I did, and it doesn't surprise me. I believe that's real. I strongly believe it's real from experience. So I mean, I really do. I really think that's real. I think so. Did you see just scrolling, or is it like, are you like me or somebody that has a loved one in prison?
I don't have, at this time, I don't have any loved ones in prison. It's just that trust me, most of my family went to prison, but at this time, nobody's in jail, thank God. But I was just scrolling on Instagram, and when I seen it, something just compelled me to just watch the whole video, and it was ridiculous. I literally cried. It was ridiculous. The guy who was talking, it's like he was saying he had the symptoms of the coronavirus, and he looked like he could barely. He was trying to breathe, and he had a guy in his cell that was dying with him.
Let me tell you something. Prison is like this. You're so congested in prison. If one person gets something, everybody gets it. They've done studies that women who are in prison together all get their periods around the same time. This is a place where you can't. There's no such thing as social distancing. You are next to a person. You have to. Everything next to somebody. You have to number two next to somebody. You have to shower next to somebody. You have to shave next to somebody. You got to brush your teeth next to somebody. You got to sleep next to somebody. There's no such thing as social distancing. So if one person getting it in prison, everybody's going to get it in prison. And the one thing about the people that were in prison before this epidemic is that they didn't go out and say, oh, well, let me not follow the rules. No, they didn't have a chance. And that hurts me. And I really think there's going to be some lawsuits from this. So my prayers, my prayers and my thoughts is going out to those people that's going through it, and everybody that's in his families. I talked to Fire one time. They said they got them stuck in their cells. They come out maybe once every other day or something to take a shower, and then they go right back in their cells. So that's their social distancing in their minds. And so it's like everything on lockdown. They're feeding them bag lunches, and it's that's what they're going through right now. And so, so I'm intending. So this week I just made him and somebody else who I was messing with is in jail at press time. I found out. Just me being nosy. So I actually wrote them both letters. I'm mailing out tomorrow, and just I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, as well as my brother in jail as well. My brother was convicted of a violent crime, so he probably would. But they're talking about letting some of them, because California letting 3,500 inmates out. A lot of other people are talking about, look, if they non-violent, let them go. So that's hopefully.
Right. So I heard that Cali was letting sex offenders out of jail.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that. I think.
Yeah. But also, Actioner, that's what I want to talk about, Actioner. So I have a friend that works for Actioner Hospital.
Okay.
And Actioner told them, this is what she told me directly. Actioner told them, if they have the coronavirus, but shows no symptoms, they can work.
Let me tell you something. Remember how they was like at first, okay, you ain't got to have a mask. Now you got to have a mask. If you ain't had this and you ain't got that, right. They don't know what they're doing. I'm so sorry. Right. America, we elected the wrong person right now. Because I really believe that somebody else would have saw what's going on in China and locked the country down before it even come here. And so that while everybody else going through this, we would have had a very, and they even show where George Bush in 2005 said, listen, something gonna happen and we're not gonna be prepared unless you do something. If George Bush, who is a dumb president, could know, well, we gotta do something. We just got to have, how you dumber than dumb? This man in 2005 said, listen, we got to have and be prepared for this. And so they were about defense and all this. That's, man, they should have shut this country down when that stuff happened in China and then worry about the rest later. Everybody, but we need everything from China. All our crayons.
The trading,
And
I think this whole situation, we should start our own trading here. I think everybody should get it right. China is big on paper business. Everything has to come boxing, packaging, stuff like that is done from China. You see what I'm saying? I think that we should have a market in the United States.
Right. We do, but it's just so high. Just like even with my hair dyes, I was asking about that. I can't listen. For me to do hair dyes here, it's gonna make me charge $20, $30 for a hair dye when you can go to the beauty mart and get it for $3.99. It's just I'm not gonna compete. So I really have to that product, the toothpaste I got to get from China, and this scrub thing I want, this electronic ultrasound scrub brush. All that have to come from China because they're so cheap in labor. Some type of way they got to do that in America. You're right, but I don't know how they do it. But right now, China just.
Yeah, we need some trade lines in the United States. We need it bad.
Right, definitely. So, baby, I appreciate you for calling. Let me take another call. And I love you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. I love you too. Girl, she ain't never lying.
Shakie, what's going on, boo-boo?
This ain't no Shakie. What is it?
Shakie.
This ain't no Shakie. What is it?
Come on now, don't put
Girl, you just gonna answer the phone talking about Shakie. Huh?
Don't play. All right, so look, Shakie. Okay. I look at you every time you're on live. I'm on here with you, boo boo.
Thank you, my baby.
All right. Now I'm with the simple team. Now this is my thing.
What's up?
I love how you give us all the business information and stuff like that. Let me ask you this, because I do want to get some consulting from you. Basically, I have a lip gloss line that I'm starting. I know you do the bitch Hazel. But do you think it's like a kind of a good time to do the lip gloss based on like what we're going through right now with all the coronavirus, or should I just kind of just pause and just get everything perfected, or what's your idea?
I think, honestly though, I think right now you better get started. The reason why I think you get started is because this why. The government is about to start kicking out. It's about to start kicking out. Trump and them know they messed up. It's affecting all them, like the rich white folks. It's affecting them, and they lose their business. They lose their money, and so what the government is about to start doing is kicking out. You feel me? And so with that being said, most target audiences that you could probably think of is about to have a free 1200. Some of them know how to get to 10. Some of them go finagling into 5 from this and 2 from that and 3 from that. They're gonna have a lot of money. You feel what I'm saying? They about to start putting out. They about to give buku people buku extra money. Now the ones that is working still, guess what they got now? A lot of extra money. All the UPS drivers overtime. All the Walmart workers more money. So what they want to do, they want, because the economy is tanking because of this, they're going to want to put money in people's pockets so they can spend and rev up the economy. So I think that right now, I just told myself, I was like, listen, I could wait till the 15th to drop them products. I said, let me put them on pre-sale right now. I have ordered some so that I can have them in stock for the 15th and I'll be able to start shipping up. But I was like, let me put the products up there right now because people are about to start having money. People are about to start having money. Real money, extra money, more money. There's going to be money flowing through the economy. And people, even though it's not for that, people are going to look at it because I know I did. I was like, girl, I'm going to do my $1,200. I'm really thinking in my mind, like, girl, what I'm going to do with my $1,200? Not like what I'm thinking, oh, what can I splurge on myself with my $1,200? Now, of course, you're supposed to think, okay, could I start my business? Whatever I could do to make myself or save or whatever the case may be. But you know what? After that kick out, I think they're going to kick out again. And I probably think they probably get kicked out again. Kick out again. Walmart, not Walmart, Kroger give everybody a $300 bonus, bump them up to $2 an hour. FedEx, UPS, they getting overtime. Every one of them is on overtime right now. They getting overtime. So there's gonna be a lot of money running around. You might want to start something. You might want to sell something.
Yeah, it's that time. Yeah, I was thinking about. I just wanted to, because you know you with the hustle now. I ain't gonna lie. You the one with that hustle now. I said, well, let me call Shakie and find out. Now let me ask you this though, because I have my partner. He take testosterone shots, and like every time, I don't know if you know about testosterone shots, but like it make him break out in like bumps and stuff. And I was talking about getting a bitch hazel so it can kind of, the bumps just come out of everywhere. Do that kind of help with like the bumps? Like he get like it just blasts like on his back, or sometimes it come in his face, so it's kind of all over the place. Will that help with that?
So he getting bump. Okay, so bitch hazel. Any type of time you pretty much get a bump on your face is due to some type of hormonal change every single time in your body. Mm-hmm. Every time you see a bump on your face, it's not just necessarily dirt and stuff on your face. It could be like hormonal things. Remember, you used to get acne when we was 14, 15, when our body was going through hormonal changes. So a lot of times your acne and all this stuff that comes from hormones is from that. It's from hormonal imbalance. So a good skincare routine, what that does is combat anything else. Sometimes your hormones is your hormones, and what's going to happen is just going to happen. But what happens is that because you're secreting a little more, secreting a little less, secreting a little, it's imbalanced, secreting more, then secreting less, what happens is it could get clogged up. And so what bitch hazel does is act as a cleanser for that. So it should help with anything that's a reason why. However, sweetheart, you might want to, I'm not a dermatologist and I can't give dermatological advice by law, but I can tell you that it's clinically proven to help with acne. It's clinically proven, and grandma said help, and it sure did. So, I mean, with that being said, yes, it is. So my question is, why is he on the testosterone?
Well, his hormone is imbalanced. Like it's just like he got. It made him before he got his testosterone shots, like he was going to sleep a lot, like he wasn't waking up on time. So his everything was kind of imbalanced. So when he went to his doctor was like, okay, well, let's do these testosterone shots and see if this is gonna work for him. And it's worked for him so long. It's been about, I'm gonna say maybe about 2 years, but now recently it's like he's getting more acne from it. And I read online that that's like a side effect from the testosterone shots, but that's what made me think about the bitch hazel, so he can kind of get rid of it. Because before he did all of that, like with the testosterone shots, he was, I mean, I'm talking about beautiful, just like your skin, like just chocolate. You know, he had his beard and all that stuff, but then everything was just like, it just came out of the blue. Like he would have pimples, like bumps here and bumps there. I mean, I'm talking about like if he got a shot at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm talking about like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he had a bump that place where he didn't have bumps anymore, and bumps at all. And it was just crazy. But I was just thinking ahead of time, so it, you know, just for confidence. You know how like you have like your skin and it's pretty and it's chocolate. You don't have to worry about all them bumps. For his confidence sake, to get something that will help with those bumps that come up after he get his shot. That's what made me think about. I think I'm gonna go ahead on and get a couple of orders of those bitch hazel to kind of, you know, subside on that.
So try for him, Bro Hazel. It just hit the market. It's on Sip Cosmetics today, right now. Try Bro Hazel for him because it's specially formulated for men by a dermatologist. However, it sounds like, I mean, you know, whatever the reason, if it's a hormone imbalance, something it might not be nothing you could do, but what this will help us, because it does contain a clinical grade alcohol that fights the bacteria and a lot of natural tea, natural witch hazel, natural coconut oil. So these are things that actually is like a semi-natural remedy for most things that are of a skincare. I used to have a lot of shave bumps. I used to have a lot of just whatever, and I have combination skin, so I get early up in here in my T-zone area and dry all around. And bitch hazel, but my skin regimen, thanks to my product, it has helped me. I use my own product. Y'all never saw somebody, I ain't never doing it and went put a drop. But I use my stuff. I've been on live taking baths in my stuff and seeing how my skin. Seeing how my skin. I use my charcoal mask every Saturday. It's not a question. And so I do use my products. So I do recommend him maybe trying them. But if it's a hormonal thing, your dermatologist will be the first to talk to.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna still get my bitch hazel now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna still try the bitch hazel, see if it works. But I'm gonna still get him with his dermatologist, because he does have a dermatologist that work with him. But it's just since he been getting it's just recent with those testosterone shots. I'm telling you, like, I'm talking about somebody's gone from night to day. Like, he had it for a whole year, no problem, and then like the last year or two, it's like, okay, a bump will pop up here, a bump will pop up there. And they ain't talking about like little bit, I'm talking about hickeys. So
he light skinned?
Like, wait, hold on, what's
going
on with these shots? But you know, you have to go online and do your research and find out what's going on, you know. And that was one of the biggest things that I saw was, you know, acne can come from those testosterone shots. But when I saw you with your bitch hazel and when you did your charcoal, boy, you know you was black with that charcoal, man. But I'm gonna try him with that, because he's real. Me and him both are like, you know, like real self-conscious about our skin and stuff. We from New Orleans, we in Georgia, but we still try to make sure we keep ourselves up, you know, black don't crack, but
right.
I just want to make sure that he got everything he needs, because you know when you dealing with your skin and stuff, all that's part of your confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that he still had that same confidence that he had before he started taking those shots. But it's something that he needs. It's not nothing that he just getting because he want to get it. It's something that he gotta have. Right.
Definitely. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to get my product. If it to get it, try and see. If you're not happy, send it back to me, and I'll take it back and give you a full refund. No questions asked.
But
it can't hurt.
That's the reason why I said I wanted to get it from you, because you straight up honest, and you ain't on no BS about your products. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me want to go with you and get the products from you, because I see how you treat, you know, how you use this product yourself, and at the same time you do also you honest with your stuff, so you upfront. I ain't tripping. That's why I say, man, let me try this from Shakie and see what if this works for him, because I know he ain't gonna put out no BS. You know what I'm saying? So I love you for that. That's why I'm gonna go ahead on and get my stuff in a few minutes and order it and have it go ahead on and come on and see how that works for him and get rid of them bumps and stuff, pimples and stuff. Use
promo code SIP10 SIP10. And you can get 10% off your order. And if it don't work, send it back to me. I'm gonna take it back.
I will, baby. Thank you so much. I love you.
All right, my baby. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Who said bye, Hazel? Who said that? Girl, you are evil. Stick 24 forever. You are so evil. You are mean. That was so mean of you. Whoever said bye, Hazel. Oh my God. All right, so we have a caller. Oh my God. Whoever said bye, Hazel, you're wrong. Don't forget Bay Hazel and Bro Hazel. I have some Bro Hazel somewhere. I just don't know where. I think, hold on, I'm gonna try to get it. I don't want to waste nothing. So I ain't got no pants on. I'm just sitting there for drawers. So let's get Tori on the line, who was a caller from last week who had an issue with a business issue trying to start. No, a show she was trying to start. What's going on, Tori? You're on MC Shakie. What's going on, my baby?
Hey, how you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Christmas. How everybody? Hope everybody good.
Hey. What's going on?
Okay, well, we talked last week, about my little show. You had kissed a little dreams, honey.
I'm so sorry. So if y'all don't remember last week, she called in and she said, what happened to Catch a Predator? Does this not look like the To Catch a Predator house almost? Like this how it was. But so she called in and she said, what happened to Catch a Predator? Maybe we could do that online, since all these people is trying to catch, all these predators is calling in. And I said, well, they stopped To Catch a Predator because somebody shot themselves, and that lets them open for lawsuits. So I said, well, she was like, well, I still want to do it. I was like, well, go ahead and find you a reason to get around that part, and then you go to the next one. So what happened?
Okay, so you ready for my reason?
I'm ready. Talk to me, sister.
Okay, so I did look into it, and basically what I found is this. The man who killed himself, sorry to hear that about him. Okay, but he wasn't on one of the shows where they actually had the house, set up or whatever. He came, I guess, when they weren't there to film. And so he actually was back home, and then I guess the justice group, the people that went online, they informed Dateline, and then Dateline met with the police, and the police actually ran up into the man's house. They had a standoff, and then the man killed himself. So the reason why they were sued is because it was listed as Dateline basically enticed. They interfered with a police investigation, saying that the police was already going to do it, and then also that they enticed the police to cut up bad because they was going to be on TV.
Wow. Woo, child.
So that's the reason why they lost the lawsuit, or they settled.
So his family literally sued, right?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
So his family sued Dateline.
Right.
Did they sue the police department as well?
I didn't see that. That's what I was like. So did they sue the police too? But I didn't see it. Nothing said that. It always said Dateline.
Okay. Well, Dateline got the money. Police department got money. The police department go hide behind the badge. So you're telling me, and so how is you going to get around that with your show?
Okay, with my show, I don't necessarily have to involve the police. So I'm not going to be trying to entice the police or tell the police to do this. Like basically, I had a quote from the woman saying that one of the producers told the police, "Oh, this is going to make for great TV." I'm not going to be doing that.
Okay, so you want to do it to catch the predator, but instead of the predator going to jail, you just want to expose them on the internet?
No, I want to it's not necessarily so much about the exposing the person. Even though I get that, if I want to go through this, I pretty much have to. I want to bring awareness to it. I want to, people could you tell me right now how many children are being contact you on the internet. Like, that's not a thought I feel like parents think about anymore. So, I mean, like, if I have to, like, drop some off at the police just because I have to, I guess. But my main thing is, like, reaching out to adults. Like, hey, pay attention.
Okay. So your thing is to show awareness. So it's not really a business idea. This is a cause idea.
It's both, because she still got to get her coin. And I remember many moons ago what you said to some other lady, I don't even know who you were talking to, but you told her that you have to be entertaining first. You have to be entertaining, and then you can post stuff to sell.
Right.
Or whatever you're going to do with that.
Right.
So if I could be entertaining first, that's whatever I got to do. But right. It's also a good call. But I'm not going to, like, say right. I ain't trying to get no coin either.
Okay. So I'm showing on the screen what you was talking about is To Catch a Predator. And so basically the premise of the show is this. Somebody posed on the internet as a 14, 13, sometimes 12, 10-year-old girl or boy. And what happens was they were lured to a place, a house that looks very much like this one. And the police were waiting. They were, instead of meeting the 4-year-old, 13-year-old boy, they met the host of the show. And the host of the show, and it was like, usually it was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it, blase, etc., etc. And that's him, that's the host. And so basically, they were lured into the house. Instead of meeting the predator, they met the host. The host told them, okay, like, let's go ahead on. Go ahead on with your life. And outside, the police waited and arrest them for contacting a minor, etc., which is against the law, of course. Someone actually ended up falling for this, killed themselves. And so the family of the person sued, and that's why they ended the show. In her case, she wants to do something similar without police involvement. Somebody said she.
They can't come to my house. They have me them at Walmart, honey. They can't come to my house. Are you scared though at all that somebody might do something? Yeah, that's what I said the first time. Like, that is scary. That's scary to me. Like, the whole you gotta meet them part, or the whole confrontation part. Like, I don't want to be meeting them men and no stuff.
So what you gonna do?
But I think if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it in public, like.
Or have some security, or rent somewhere. They're gonna go. Yeah, they're gonna try to come. You need some high class.
Got no coins right now. See, they got them kind of coins.
But it takes money to make money. You don't want to invest in your stuff in your brand. You could be the lady that saves somebody. Cause see, this is what I think. I think for some of them, it was a wake-up call. Like, oh shit, I better stop doing this. At least for a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so when Chris Hansen come out, they don't know they're about to get arrested. They just see him and it's like, oh well, let me get the hell. You know? And so a lot of them would stop. I think at that point, some of them would be like, oh girl. I just damn near got caught.
I agree.
So I think what you have is a good idea. So, all right. So this is your assignment for next week. You ready for your assignment?
I'm ready.
All right. So some of the things you're going to need is a camera person, a security guard, a camera person, a security, and a method of contacting them. Because you got to contact them. I think I want her to do this because I don't like child molesters and child predators and people playing with on children anyway. So we got to figure out a way to help her to get this done. If it is entertaining to catch these chomos and child molesters, let's go. Let's go. So, but what we need to do, it is a good idea. We want to see it. It did make R. Kelly had something. Girl, y'all are evil in the comments, and I hate y'all. Y'all are wrong with it. So you need to find out how much would your first episode cost. You're gonna need security. You're gonna need a cameraman. You're gonna need those two. But that's pretty much it, be honest with you. How you gonna say, like, you might need a hotel room or something to do it?
Honey, I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna have to have a man up in there. I can't be in there with
Security,
folks like
armed security, armed security.
Well,
But
it's gonna
she
be
said she don't want to deal with the police.
But you gotta start somewhere.
You
But
gotta.
I'm gonna do my homework though.
You have armed security. Okay.
And this 11 is gonna be my camera for now.
All right. Well, let's find out how much you got. So you think you're gonna need armed security? Find out how much. See, listen. Now, if you just go find out how much it's gonna cost you, and it's a good price, guess what? We might find a way to make it. Do your first episode for you. Do your pilot. Calm down. Go find out how much it's gonna cost. You need armed security. Find out how much you're gonna have. You need armed security for a couple hours to do one episode.
I'm gonna do my homework.
And so we want to hear from you again next week, and we want to find out how far you got on the actual cost that it's going to cost. You might need a hotel room because you don't want them to come to your house. But you need it. So find out, and I want to know what it's going to cost. Okay, babe.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you too much to talk to you next week. That's your homework.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
We're gonna get that show done. Y'all watch this. And Tori is going to be the host of the new show, and she's going to get it done because that's a thing that needs to be done. What's going on, Krista? How you doing, my baby? Thank you for calling the Act Shakie.
Hi, Shakie.
Hey.
Hot Silk Nation.
What's going on, my baby? They say hey.
Nothing much. Trying to live this quarantine life, I guess.
Yeah, we all are.
But I know. Oh God, I'm about to go stir crazy. But
Girl,
it is what it is. But I was calling Shakie. I'm a book writer.
Okay.
And so I just wanted to ask your opinion since I know, you publish your own book, which I plan on purchasing soon because so far I've heard that it's great. So I definitely want to check it out.
Appreciate it.
So I guess I just wanted to, ask your opinion on, because I've never published anything before. And I'm really looking at trying to, once I finish what I'm currently writing, I really want to, try to invest in some professional editing, making it the best that it can be. And then, if I need to, self-publishing. So I just wondered, what kind of tips or, things that you learned along the way that you might be able to offer.
So you're saying that you're a professional, you are not a professional writer. You want to become a professional writer and self-publish.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the best advice I could give is just do it. If you mess it up, you can fix it. It's not that hard. As far as the editing part, that's probably the priciest. So I'm a person of, I'm gonna just do it. Hold on.
Exactly.
And so it's like, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna sit on the computer, Google it, and figure it out and do it. But so thanks to my mistakes, you learn a few things. But you can really do it. You can really put your book online for free on Amazon, for free, for $0. But so
and I do want to, I would like to try the the self-publishing route. I would, of course, we all, kind of want to do the professional route and go through an actual publishing company. I know it does have its cons as far as once you actually start to get that book to sell, it's so much that has to be recouped by the actual company. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I'm sorry for cutting up. You do not want to go through a traditional publisher because you don't want to give somebody 60% of your work to do nothing. You can market this book yourself. You could promote this book yourself. You could sell this book yourself and keep all of your clientelas. You don't want a professional president house they are dead. You don't need them. They're going to take 60% of your money to do absolutely nothing for you. Nothing. Now, the editing component, it does get pricey. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. So what you need to do is...
check it out.
Yes. Yes. And that's the only pricey part. Other than that, putting your book on Amazon. What is your book? Have you started writing your book?
Yes, I have. I started writing.
Perfect.
It's actually the second one I read. The first one that I feel like was more of just a learning experience for me. I don't see myself really publishing it because I don't really see, I guess the story just isn't what I feel it should be, and I mean, I guess it could be fixed, but to be honest, as far as that story goes, I just write that off as a learning experience. I don't think there's one I'll ever look into publishing. But the one that I'm currently writing, I do feel like it has a lot of promise. Even though it's still a rough draft and ultimately it will still need to be fixed once completed, I feel like this one would be more that, more that I could easily market. It's more of a story that I'm a little bit more passionate about. So I just feel like this one will overall turn out better. And so, I just want to, kind of feel my way into going into possibly self-publishing it.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess what just kind of puts me off of self-publishing, because you're absolutely right about the traditional companies. They do take a really big cut. But I just felt like as far as marketing goes, I just felt like I didn't have enough experience in that area in order to market it effectively.
Okay. So do you attend the business classes that we be doing?
I did start one of the ones that you did the other day, but I think I need to go back because this was the business class 303, and I assume that you've done ones prior to that, correct?
Okay. So did you hear about? I did a little preface on books in one of them. I think it's 202. Did you? Or was it 303?
No, I didn't check out 202.
Okay, so go check it out, and I do a little preface on that. But as far as the marketing of books, girl, that's the simplest thing. That's the easy part. Tell people how to get it. Tell people where it's at. Saying you're an author means so much to people. I'm an author, right? That's it. Like that. More than me telling me I be on YouTube, more than people say I'm on Instagram. The thing that impresses people the most is when I say, "Oh, girl, I got a book." Huh? When I tell them that, that's like, "Oh, girl, where can I get the book? What is it about?" These are the questions they ask. They're so intrigued by that. It's like, I wrote the book on that. And so when I tell somebody that, it is something that marketing is the easiest part. I sell more books. People want me to autograph the book just because the book. I don't even know if they read the book. They just be like, "Oh, you wrote a book." So that's the easiest. I don't know if
as long as they bought it, right?
Sister, you buy it. You buy it, you can do it. It's yours. At that point, it's yours. You can do what you want with it. But
exactly.
But telling people, when I put author in my bio or author, yes, published author. You can Google it. Oh, girl, that means so much to them. That's a whole different level.
Okay.
So there's a business class where I do the preface on the book. Join us for business tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking about stocks mostly, but I'll go a little more into marketing about books and stuff if you want tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling.
Definitely be in attendance.
I love you, Crystal. Thank you so much for calling.
I love you too, Shakie. Love y'all, Good Nation. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye. That's our sister, y'all. If she wants to talk about a book, she's gonna talk about a book. Hey, what's going on, Bree? Hi, how you doing? Thank you for calling MC Shakie. Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. So first of all, I want to start off by saying thank you for being a leader in our community, because you've really been teaching people over the last few days, and I feel like a lot of people need this information, because there's a lot of celebrities out here who's telling us to stay inside, and I very much get why the precaution stands. I definitely do. I don't want to tell nobody not to do what they feel like is safe. But I know I have personal, people in my family who are in construction that is still being called out to work, people who are working at Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. You see what I'm saying? And then I have a homegirl who's working at Family Dollar, and her job is essential, because they're saying that they sell toilet paper and health products and all this stuff. And we are seeing these celebrities tell us stay inside, and I get it. But what they're not telling us is how to make money from inside. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I feel like you have been the only one who have a real good platform to tell us how to make money from inside. And I feel like that's so important right now.
Thank you.
Because some people definitely can't stay inside because their jobs are essential, but people who can stay inside, they should be learning how to form a business. So my next question would be to you is like, how do you start a podcast if you want to get like your voice out there? Because I just graduated, well, I'm in the process of graduating from my university in economics and finance. And then I also have a degree in business administration. And I would just love to be another person to just educate our people, especially our Black women and children and men. So like, how would you say I should go about starting the podcast if I really wanted to look into doing so?
All right. So I don't know much about podcasting because I rarely listen to them. And this is what I do. But I will say this. The thing that I've learned that is the most pressing is consistency. And I will say that when I first started going Instagram live and we would talk about local topics with local people and local stuff and local. But I think the thing that kind of garnered the attention of people is that we were always on. And so when Sip Nation started on YouTube and we might have had a few thousand followers that knew who we were from being MC Shakie, and we were transmogrifying from a bounce MC into a bona fide vlogger, people was just coming just to see, well, who this is and why are they online all the time? And so so content is king in anything. So I'm assuming, and I'm saying assuming that is the same for podcasting. So podcasting, when you get into podcasting, I think the thing that you say how you get yourself out there, it's like you gotta be consistent. You're gonna start off, our Instagram live started out with 5 or 10 people, consistent people, but we were consistent, so they became consistent. And so they just got used to my voice. Now, there was a few little blessings here and there along the way that just kind of fell into our lap. But if we were not consistent, they wouldn't have fell into our lap.
Right.
But so I think the thing
that... Because I'm not going to lie. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen this shit. Like, I followed your T-Follow page.
Okay.
And you've been coming out with some real good stuff. And it's like I'm seeing, like, other media outlets pick them up quick. But it's like they don't want to give you the credit. That's just from what I'm seeing. Like, as a viewer, as somebody who follows you, you know, somebody who listens to you, it's like you will post something first, and then somebody will take it, and they're not giving you credit for it. I just want you to know, no, like, you're really coming with the tea, you coming with the facts, and then somebody taking that out. It's not right. But
that's the nature of the beast.
My main thing was like how to get my voice out there. You know, like if I wanted to, because I really think it's time for young people.
Did you podcast? Like, did you put a podcast up today?
No, I just look.
So hold on, stop. Hold up before you go and tell me before you tell me an excuse. The question that was a yes or no question. Did you put a podcast out today?
No.
Okay, so so I can't get your voice if I want your voice today. It's not out there. It start with you. So before you could even get your voice out there, you got to put your voice out there. And until you have put your voice out there, it's impossible to get your voice out there. You didn't do a podcast today?
Well,
ain't no excuse. Yes or no? Did you?
No. But here's what I'm saying. I made a couple of videos about some stuff that I was dealing with in public. But I see like people were seeing them and liking them, but I don't really do social media like that because sometimes I think it could be really like backtracking and like being progressive. So it's like, but I want to like start to open up more about like just getting people to just show love and unity and educating people. And I want to really speak to people like yourself who's already doing that. Because you have a platform, yes, people are seeing you, but it's like people are hearing your voice more and more and you're still staying true to yourself. So I want to like get your best advice on it. Like, no, I haven't started anything new. I just wanted to like get the advice from people who's already in the game before I just pop up and be like, you know, wow, it's me, you know.
Fuck,
like,
let me say something.
I want to go right about it the right way.
Okay, the right way is to do it. Let me say something. When I started doing this, I saw what people was doing, but you know what I say? Fuck them. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do me. Fuck people in the game. They don't want to help you. Why would McDonald's help you start a Burger King franchise?
Right.
Did Walmart ever help Kmart? When Kmart was going bankrupt, did Walmart say, oh Lord, let me go help them? So why the fuck would people so why in the world would people in the business try to help you be their competition? You better go do it. You but it is no if hold up. So you tell me you want your voice out there, you want to get right, you want to do this, you want to do this. You're not on social media. All right, I do talk about this in business 101, but if you're not on social media, you're the dummy, not nobody else. Everybody needs to be on social media, and you need to post consistently, and you need to have some type of educational or entertaining stuff at that. That's what you need to do. Number one. But number two, for you to tell me you didn't do a podcast and tell me you want your voice out there, you're lying on one of those things. So what you either you don't want to be out there, which I don't think is the truth. But I think you want to be out there. So the first thing you should do every morning when you wake up, what I'm going to talk about on my podcast today. And if you don't have nothing, you better go find something. Somebody's doing something right now.
I feel you, bro. I respect that. I respect that.
Now what's your, and so you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. You talking about somebody else and go talk to other people that's in the game and stuff like that. You don't need that. If people don't give me credit, oh well, fuck them. I know who do give me my credit, and that's my sippers. They show me. But at the same time, I mean, at the same time, what I'm saying is like you gotta say fuck that. The first thing somebody said asked you about, you say, oh, I got a podcast. It's on blank. Anchor is the app I heard of. I'm not too familiar with it, but there's other little apps and stuff that you could do. But if you didn't do your podcast today, you don't want your voice out there. You're lying. And if you want to prove me wrong, the next time you call him, which is going to be next Sunday, which you better call next Sunday, you better be like, oh, did you listen to my podcast today? I'm gonna be like, no, where is that? And you gotta go tell me where the fuck is that. That's how you get your voice out there. Next.
You know, truth be told, Shakie, I called you a couple weeks ago too. So
what's up? What I told you?
I listen to you religiously, like not religiously, but you know, I respect you because we need more black brothers like you. We do, just do. And I appreciate you for giving me your words of wisdom because I've been a little scared because I know social media can be rough. So I've been scared.
But then stop being scared. Fuck social media. What are they gonna do? Look at me, sister. I am 300. I'm there. I'm probably 400 pounds now. Girl, I've been eating my ass off for this thing. I got green hair. I twist my neck. I'm gay as all outdoors. And guess what? As long as I'm me, people don't give a fuck. So I don't even know what you're talking about. You sound pretty. You got a good voice. And in a podcast, they can't even see you. What is you scared of on social media? What is social? Why social? If I could make it, I know you could. What is it that you're scared of on social media? What you scared of? People ain't gonna like you. That's true. That's what's gonna happen. But guess what? They don't like you in real life too. The people that's gonna love you, gonna love you. The people that ain't gonna like you, ain't gonna like you. The best thing you can do is say fuck it and move on. Everybody not gonna like you. Everybody not gonna love you. Some people gonna like you. Some people not. Fuck them. The ones that don't, fuck them. You can't make them like it. Ain't nothing you can do. You can do a free-handed backflip. You can get them $1 billion. No matter what you do, some people gonna like it. Some people gonna don't. The people that like it, love them. The people that don't, fuck them. Point blank period. It's nothing else. They talked about everybody. They talk about me like a dog, a dirty old dog. They don't want me in that door. Kick the motherfucker down. Fuck them. You better put that fucking podcast out and stop acting goddamn crazy. Put your Instagram up. Put your Twitter up. Put your social media up. Put everything that you can up. You know what the hell to do. You sound very smart. And if you called me a couple weeks ago, you know I was going to get on your tail. Next week when you call, you better tell me you have your podcast up, your Instagram, and all that goddamn stuff that you need to do. That's what you need to do. You got to put it out there. Sit down talking about, oh, I want to get my foot in the door. I'm going to X, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to help you. They don't want to help you. You got to help you. You got to help you. You sound, and I bet you fine and pretty as all outdoors. I'm scared of social media because somebody's going to give me a like. Girl, put it up there. They get 2 likes, 1 like, 0 likes. Fuck them. What does a like mean on social media? Not a bitch ass thing. I done had posts with 20,000 likes and then get near quarter. I done got posts with 2 likes that somebody paid me to put up. What is you talking about? Likes ain't no money. Likes don't mean a bitch ass thing. Motherfuckers could buy them. I don't know how much they sell them for. I don't buy them. That don't make no sense to me. But you could buy likes. What the hell? You scared of social media for when you can make that shit up. Look at Judy buying followers and likes. Work for her? The fuck? You scared of what? What you scared of? Somebody ain't gonna like it? Oh Lord, somebody's not gonna like it on social media. Girl, that's how you know you made it. When the bitches start hating on it. That's how you know. That's when they start not liking it. That's what you really want. I like when the motherfuckers hate what I do. That's when you really see your numbers go skyrocket when they don't like it. Girl, put the fears to the side. Put your shit out there. That's the first thing you do. If you call me when you want to get it to the next level, don't call me and you ain't even start the motherfucker yet. You better go ahead and make that goddamn podcast. If you ain't got no podcast at all, you definitely don't want your voice out there. Because right now, we got 100-some people up here, and 2-3 people have typed up already where it's at so we could go listen, but you ain't got the motherfucker up today. You hustling backwards. You hustling backwards.
I'll be back next week.
And you have your It's
easy to get discouraged out here, man.
Stop.
Like, that's all. Like,
stop doing it. It's not easy to get discouraged. It should be easy for you to stop your momentum. Put yourself in that mindset. That once I get it's just, as you can tell if you have been watching me a couple weeks or so, when I get started on something, it's hard to stop me. You got to really show me. And that leads to success. So put yourself in the mindset of not as easy to get discouraged, but it's hard to stop your momentum. If you're doing the podcast every single day and you get 1-2 people in there, or I don't know how they do it like that, but if you do that, then have that mindset of like, oh, I'm discouraged. Don't have the mindset of discouraged. Have the mindset, but I'm like a train. A train start going off for 2 miles an hour. It get up to 50, but once you get started, it's hard to stop. You got to be a train, my baby. Gotcha. All right, my baby. I love you so much. Let me take my next call. Talk to you next week, Bree. Talk to you next week. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, baby. Hi, thanks for calling MC Shakie. What can I do for you? Chuck Wood? Hello? Chuck Wood? Somebody, old girl about this also. 417. You online. 417 area code. Hello? Hey, this is Chuck Wood. 417. Hello? You online with MC Shakie? Okay, I guess they don't want to talk. If somebody asks a question in there, I don't answer questions. This is a call-in show. Ooh. Excuse me, Joe. All right. See?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to MC Shakie. How can I help you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
I was interested in starting credit repair, doing credit repair, and I was just interested in any ways to actually start the knowledge in it, any resources.
Okay. What you were looking for?
Credit repair. I wanted to start doing credit repair.
Is your credit good?
Yeah, I have good credit.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I did. I fixed it. It took a while, but I know that there are some like easier ways to do it. I was just interested if knew them or
no. So you did it for yourself, and it was effective, right?
Yeah, it took about 2 years.
Okay, so that's how you fix credit. Whatever you did, that's what you do.
Okay, I just know I see a lot of people that are doing like the sweeps that is a little quicker, faster.
No.
So that's what I was wondering.
No, sweeps are very much so illegal. A sweep is this. That's illegal. They make you file a false police report saying that your identity was stolen. And under Section 609, you got to get they can't report. They have to take it off within a few days of receipt or notice once they have a police report. So people are filing a false police report. That's a sweep. Let me tell you what a sweep is, since you want to know. A credit sweep is this. This is what a credit sweep. They tell you, oh, I'm going to sweep your credit for $500. They talk about $500. Now, they tell you this. If you're in a place that you could do it online, they'll file the police report for you. And then use that police report and claim identity theft and get everything off your credit on those measures. But then they come around and so once you do identity theft, they freeze your credit and all this stuff like that. Then they wait a month or two and take the freezes off without you knowing, or even with you knowing, because sometimes they make you file a police report. And once you do that, but that's against the law because you could file a false police report. What can the credit bureaus do with you? You can go to jail for it because this is what happened. The credit bureaus, you get the stuff off your credit bureaus. The people that's like say for instance, your card holder tries to report it. They can't report it because it's been listed identity theft. And guess what? They say, hi, is this identity theft? This is your address. This is your card. This is you made a payment on it, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And then they get with the credit bureaus and they file charges against you. Okay. That is very much so illegal. The only true, legitimate, legal credit repair is the one you did. that takes time.
Okay.
I have been filing my. I'm a dog, and I have been filing my credit. I have been messing with my credit since December, and here I am, still writing letters. I got 3 accounts on Equifax. I'm gonna send them out tomorrow. I just printed them out. 3 accounts, 3 more accounts on TransUnion, 3 more accounts on. I'm still doing it. That's the only legitimate, legal, effective credit repair, because the law is on your side. You try to get a loophole, you try to get something else, you're going to jail. It's illegal. It's illegal to file a false pretense report, and they're locking people up for those sweeps now. Just so you know, that's what's happening.
Oh wow! See, I didn't know that.
Yes. So the sweeps that they're talking about is not no. If there was a magical button that could clean your credit for you automatically, guess what? People pay $1 billion for that. I'll pay you right now. I know about it, first of all, but not only would I know about it, that's not you can't. If there's a magical button you could press to fix your credit legally, everybody and their mama do it. They just mess up their credit every year and then go for the matter. True, it took you 8 years to mess up your credit, and it took you 2 years to fix. That's good. You did great.
Yeah.
So as far as doing the credit, as far as that's concerned, sis, I'm still fixing my credit. If you fixed your credit by a method that took you 2 years, that's right. If you want to start that business, be honest and forthright with the people that you're doing and tell them it takes time. It takes time. That's why I don't like doing credit with people, because they expect it to happen in overnight. There are things you can do to make it quicker, as far as just being responsive to the things and disputing here and disputing there, but all those on the scope of the legal things that you could do.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
I sure appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem, my baby.
Doing what you're doing.
You too, my baby.
It.
All right.
Thank you.
All
Have a good night.
Right. Love you too. I get a lot of business questions tonight. I'm glad y'all not being too messy, girl. Not too shady. What's going on? How you doing? Adam Shakie? Adam?
No.
Hey, how you doing?
No.
Oh, who is it?
Hey, thank you. My question is, how do you handle people? When I say that, being that your personality is huge, how do you trust? Meaning, like, when people motive, like, everyone have a motive, they have to come up with a leader. And being that you have the status that you are, how do you handle it?
Sister, I'm still learning that. You know what? It messes me up sometimes, because I didn't know that everybody looks at this like they look at it. It bewilders me sometimes, because as y'all know, I'm in the country right now. I'm not in the city of New Orleans. I'm by my mama, who has a house in the country. In the house in the country, I'm thinking, okay, that's cool. Where you at? What's the city? La Place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm further than La Place. I'm in Donaldsonville, which is about 45 minutes to an hour outside of New Orleans, in between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. And so it messes me up. When I was in Walmart with my mama, we doing our little grocery run, and somebody stopped me and asked me to take a picture with me. That messed me up.
Wow.
I was like, how you all even know? Oh, they be on it. They be on it. People, I'll be going to the post office or something, and they'll see I have a hat on. Anywhere I go, it's like they see me. So now, so people watch it, and I didn't know it was that big, but people are everywhere I've gone. I mean, so what made me realize that it was that big was when I saw, and one day I shipped to New York and I shipped to California. That's coast to coast. But this is what happens. When realizing it's that big, you have to humble yourself. And that's what I did. I realized that's unfortunate, and I realized that's a responsibility. And so so for me, it was humbling. It wasn't, oh, well, now I'm Hollywood Shakie. I can't talk. I'm Hollywood Shakie. I'm Hollywood. It wasn't that. It wasn't, well, let me fake it to make it or be something that I'm not. It just means it was a humbling thing, and it was a fortunate thing. And I posted about this the other day. Like, I'm so fortunate to have my siblings and to have that would have that. But I got to remember that, and I want to stay humble. Still do you and still do everything. So I get into this though. Not only was it humbling, but it was also a wake-up call. So you asking me, how do I handle to trust people? And honestly, I'm gonna just be real with you. I found that I can't trust many. I really feel like I could trust the sippers more than I could trust people I've been knowing a long time. I can tell you I have done over 1,000 orders, 1,067 orders to be exact, and maybe 50 from New Orleans. Zero to people I talk to every day, was cool with every day. I would text every day. Zero. None of them. Not one. Not one. And some of the people that I was cool with and calm with and all this stuff like that, they wouldn't even so a few of them, a handful of them, and I shout them out, I love them. Dino Vine and Kino, which is pretty much his thing, said send me something so I can put it on my page for free or whatever. So that I like them for that. But other than that, nobody bought nothing as far as those people that I was hanging with, cool with, zero. And so it's like if y'all can't help and all of y'all have some type of people that follow y'all that might not follow me, or people that might want this or something, for you not to even call me and ask me how it's doing, how you doing, whatever, it was bewildering to me. So I found out then that I really don't have many friends. And so my trust factor, it was a little shield up, and realizing that, like, wow, it's really amazing to me how people could really just not care about you unless you're doing something for them. And so I think my creator reveals stuff to me. And so I'm not saying don't trust nobody. You can't go through this life not trusting nobody. And I would never punish somebody else for what these people did. But when I'm looking at somebody who I've only met twice in my life, all the way from Atlanta, or somebody I've never met before, all the way from Washington State, some Wisconsin somewhere, ordering all my products, and somebody I've known and talked to every day wouldn't even order one or even offer to promote it for me and say nothing. So I mean, it's like, I mean, so it was humbling, but it was also like an eye opener. So I'm humbled to know that I'm really fortunate. I'm blessed. I can't even stress that enough. I can also say that God told me he had something for me. I didn't know what it was, and so I'm just kind of seeing whatever it is what he got for me, and I'm gonna just do me, and when I get it, I'm gonna get it. But as far as that's concerned, it's just like it was a humbling thing. And so how do I say I just don't trust many people no more? That was eye-opening. It's going to open your eyes. You're going to see what you need to see. If you're doing what you have to do, you're going to see who you see. So for me, it's just being aware of what people try to show, what try to show me. Humble. So how do I deal with it? How do I deal with people? I humble myself and I pay attention. Two simple things.
Thank you, Shakie.
No problem. So girl, who you is that you big like that you need to what you do? Who am I? Who you is? I'm on the phone with you.
You know, I have a big personality. It's just like, you know, when you don't, I don't go places where like I'll comment, I'll say things, and people watch what you say, and then they'll come back to you, and I'm like, okay, well, I got this I say a little voice, if I can say something, I can get your attention, and you're in a higher position. But I don't play politics. I feel like I'm going to speak my mind when right is right and wrong is wrong. And for me, it's like people want you to, you need to get in the clique with the who's who. No, I don't stand for that, because people want to bring change or do things in the community, but they want the title. I don't want the title. I just want you to do right by the people, that you know what you're going to say you do. And I'm more like, I'm going to hold you accountable, and I'm going to call you out on it. And me, I think for me, I'm blunt in the way that I speak, and it offends people, but it's like I can say something to you, and if you get offended, I really don't try to offend you, but I'm like, that's just something that you have to work on. And my mom always said, you need to humble yourself, because everybody, I'm like, okay, but if I speak how I speak, I can't sugarcoat who I am to water down who I am for the other person. That's not fair to me.
Right. Check it out, though. Let me tell you something. First of all, the truth do hurt people. The truth will hurt them. Oh, child. The truth will hurt them. They've been living lies so long that the truth will damn near take them out. So let me say something. So understand that truth is a weapon. And you need to hold that truth and wield it as carefully as you do a gun. Because the truth hurts people. It hurts people almost more than a weapon. Trust me. Judy don't have no issue with me. She have an issue with the truth. She don't know me to have an issue with me. She have an issue with the truth. Think about that. And listen, and let me say something. As far as like the title and stuff like that, sister, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You feel me? That's just the word. I'm not making that up. That's not from me. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So what that means is that, as far as you going and doing you and not want, sometimes that's an anointing to be able to discern and tell the truth like that. Sister, if you gotta tell them. I don't make no apologies. When I do something wrong and I know it's wrong, I'm gonna come with an apology. But that's that's selfish, but you do have to, it's a responsibility. So I think as far as then you gotta have a thick skin. I'm not gonna lie, because people are gonna drag for you. But you just gotta remember, they don't have an issue with you because you living in your truth anyway. They have an issue with the truth. When somebody called me, it was like, oh, she said you was a fat, messy punk, and you've been to prison and all this stuff like that. You don't have an issue with me. They have an issue with the truth.
Right.
I can't take it personally.
The flaws in you is really their insecurities that they're hiding, because people quick to throw out your insecurities and make it seem like I'm a glamorize, but it's really, I like to take it as a compliment because I know my truth already, but even they don't want to live in their truth.
Right. This ain't easy. Telling people, no, you're welcome, baby. I love you. Telling people the truth. Okay. Telling people the truth. They don't like it. Expect that. And just and what's going on, Katrina Lee?
God bless evening, MC Shakie. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. I love watching and listening to your business one-on-one classes.
Thank you.
You've been an inspiration to me, and you're a true blessing. I love the fact that you are so upfront and forthcoming. With that said, God bless you. I support you, and I will continue to. I have a question about business. I had my son create a business logo for one of the businesses that I came up with, and I'm so passionate, and it's very dear to me. But I want so bad to put it out, and set up my online store and open it up. But I'm afraid, for someone to come and take the logo, or me to, down the line, have to face any issues with I don't know, is it trademark infringement or so forth, whatever? Do you have any recommendations on best practice in regard to just, before I just go and put my logo out there? I don't want it to be taken from me.
How much, what's your budget? You a poor man or a rich man?
I'm a poor woman. However,
I'm sorry. So your when I was asking about your budget, is your poor man budget rich man? I know you're a woman, obviously. But I was like, like a rich dad. I wanted to say rich dad, poor dad, and I was thinking, man, I don't know why. I want to say, were you rich dad or you poor dad? But go ahead. You're a poor woman.
Budget is poor. Look, poor man budget. It's all good.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So okay, there's this thing called a poor man copyright. You can look it up, and it's not legal, but it establishes date of use. You print out your logo on a sheet of paper. You say, I begin using this logo on this date. Put the date. Take a certify mail it to your goddamn self. And that establishes date of use. But the next part is very critical. You have to fill out and send in your application for your trademark, because and you get a trademark. What state are you in?
Sir?
What state are you in?
I'm in Texas.
All right, so in Louisiana, trademarks go by the Secretary of State. I don't know. So I'm assuming it's the same in Texas. You're gonna have to Google it yourself because I don't know.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, because I don't know. I apologize. So you apply for that. Now, does that protect you nationally? Yes and no. You're trying to establish the date you begin using this, so if somebody come and say, "Oh, we use this," and whatever the case may be, from thenceforth on, you have a paper trail of days you have been using this that can predate theirs. So that's what you do. And if you get to that trademark and copyright infringement, the only thing that, if you get to that part of the law, the only thing that happens is you have to have your paperwork from the state. But what happens if your state paperwork There's a national one that you can get from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. That's the different office for a national trademark, because like McDonald's and stuff like these do, and it's not even it's nothing. It's just registering your trademark with them. But if you do it on a state level, and somebody tries to do it on a national level, and you can show that you have registered in your state first, you got to establish those dates. You have to always say, okay, I was here first, I was doing this first, I was doing this first, and then that holds so much weight. But the first thing you want to do for like $5-6 is mail it to yourself, and that kind of don't open it when you get it. Just sign for it to have the registered certified mail that you actually have been using this from this date, in case you ever do need it in court, and you have that to show that your earliest date of use. Man, I've been using this since 2014. Look, I ain't had no money, but I mailed it to myself. You can always say that. That's number one. But number two, you do have to register with your state. Once you register with your state, your application date is the date that you go by anyway, the date you sign and send in your application. Then when you get to the level that you need to do it nationally, do it nationally. But you've established dates of use, and that holds a tremendous amount of weight with whatever you're doing. It's called a poor man's copyright. In this case, this will be a poor man's trademark. I want to say rich dad, poor dad. I apologize. I'm not saying you was a man or disrespecting you.
No, you good. I swear I take an offense.
Okay.
Like I said, for real, I love your authenticity. It's good. You are good with me. I was not offended.
Right. So that's how it starts.
Thank you so much.
Now, your poor man copyright is not a copyright. Your poor man trademark is not a trademark. That doesn't mean you have a trademark. You're just establishing the date you began using it. And that's one of the things they actually lost. How long you been using this? And so that's what it does. You got it? It does not.
Yes,
so
thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you too, my baby. So understand, it's not saying, so for y'all in there talking about poor man copyright, that's how you do it, and that's gonna be it. That does not mean, well, copyright is different, because once you say something, write something, create something, it is technically, in a sense, copyrighted. You just want something that's outside of you, an independent source, establishing a date that you use something. It does not mean you have something copyrighted, you have something trademark or anything. That does not constitute a trademark. It only constitutes that you was using it on that date. That's only giving you a date, but you still have to register your stuff. There's no question mark about that. Oh, we've been on an hour, girl. That was it. We're not gonna be taking any more calls. I don't see any calls coming through. Let me go ahead and end this. How do I end the thing? Let me end it. All right. Bye.
We are sorry, but the show has ended.
All right. Oh no, that show ended. It was over. Ain't no asking no questions. It's called Ask Shakie. You should have asked. For those with business questions, we will do in a business class tomorrow where I'll let y'all just ask questions through the thing. So y'all could do that tomorrow. We will be doing business class tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about stocks. We're gonna kick it off with stocks and just go into where it flows. So with our business class. But this starts something. You hear me? That was a lot of business questions. But I thank y'all so much. This has been Ask Shakie. As always, I love this. I love connecting with y'all. I love y'all feedback. Always thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Shout out to my Facebook people. I see y'all. Thanks for the like or two that I got over there. Also to all my YouTube people, I love y'all so much. As usual, Sip Nation, we are the SHIT, the funky kind too. The kind I'm about to go. I'm about to go take. So tomorrow at 11 p.m. we do have that. Make sure you follow me on everything that you need to follow me. Go on Sip Cosmetics. You get your pre-order bid. Here's the price. This will sell for $30 because it's different. And I had to do a special thing for this. So it's on sale right now for $27.99 on pre-order. Save it $3 plus you get 10% off if you use the promo code SIP10 for Bay Hazel, Bro Hazel, Bitch Hazel. They're all in the building. You want go get all of them. Get bro. I'm up for to take this green screen off because you can't see. Get Bro Hazel for your dude, Bay Hazel for your bae, and Bitch Hazel for yourself. Bay Hazel is just the alcohol-free cut. Go get them all. The shower gel is in the shower. It's in the shower. But yes, we do have a body wash. That's awesome. Oh, I wish y'all could see how my skin is. Y'all see, it is still like it really like, I love it. I like it. I was on Dove, not no more. It lathered up more than Dove. It is what it is, girl. I'm not shading Dove because I have been using Dove. I do use Dove. Yes. Oh, girl, I don't want to get up because I got like my little panty girls on. This is not cute. So, yeah. But I have been using Dove for all my life. But girl, let me tell you, sister, when I tell you, girl, it's lather up more than Dove. It keep you more moist than Dove. Girl, I love it. Shake and Shave is live. I always save all of them. Y'all can go back because I want you to like, subscribe, and share. You want me to save it? You gotta share it. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it on something. I love you so much. Thank you. All you gotta do is press the little arrow. What does it smell like, Shakie? It has a faint cucumber melonish type smell. It's not an overpowering fragrance. It's a light, airy fragrance. It's very, very little. It does not. It's not a strong commercial type fragrance. It smells very, very airy. Oh my God. Was y'all not on the live yesterday? I actually took a bath on live with it. I'm not gonna do that now. I feel like I get in the shower a lot. So if y'all want to join me, I'll be over there taking a bath with my brother. I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Y'all got y'all notifications on. I love y'all so much. And I will talk to y'all next time. Don't forget tomorrow. Oh, girls, tomorrow the Hot 99. Oh, child, we got some stuff to talk about. GZ. Oh, all I can tell you. All right. Good night, y'all. I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.